What's going on? Good morning, great morning. Out here at NASA NorCal, their first Sonoma day of 2026. Here with Start Racing and partnered up with NASA to do some great hospitality setups for beginner drivers, all drivers to have a spot to hang out and talk. We got the F1 qualifying on from last night on the TV. Got hydration station, got snacks, got everything you could ever need. Got our brand new gimbal out here, rocking Paxton's FX30 with this new awesome DJI RS5. Getting the use of it, getting the hang of it, getting the hang of using it. Up here at turn 2, just watched HPDE 2 with Marcos and Paxton, both driving their cars. Paxton the Honda N, Marcos in the Civic Si. Tom is in HPDE 4. Tyler is in HPDE 3 in his new M3, new to him M3, and Tom also in his E46 M3. So it's an exciting day. Got a lot of Start Racing drivers on track. We got great support. Me and Joe are out here filming. Speaking of which, there go Joe. Chris is up there filming as well. Doing a lot of walking around today, trying to get the shots, doing whatever it takes up here on the beautiful green grassy hills. This is just HPDE 1 right now. They're getting their first laps in, so they're just kind of taking it slow with an instructor in car, which is actually the best part about NASA. They have a great beginners program. They put an instructor in your car. Everybody gets an instructor free of charge. It's included. Their track day is actually cheaper than most, and they give you an instructor. There might be a little extra traffic, but for a beginner and high performance driver education, HPDE, that's perfect. Like, as they say, you're setting personal bests all day. Like, if it's your first time on track, you're always going to be setting PBs. So it's more important that you learn, that you're safe, get you an in-car instructor, learn the lines, learn your car's limits. The instructors with NASA are really great. We have a lot of experience with some of their in-car instructors, a lot of experience with T-Mark, their lead instructor. He's awesome. He's taken Tom under his wing, showing him the ropes, really giving us a lot of confidence and pointers out here. So it's going to be a great day. We're excited, always excited to be out here in the beautiful hills of Sonoma. We had a car go off over there. Usually they do hot tows, so the track is still open right now because of that. NASA's different. They have their own safety team, very, very extensive safety team. They got ambulances, they got tow trucks, they got safety trucks. Their safety team, I saw them meeting this morning. They take safety very seriously. So that's one of the best parts about NASA. As we see a Range Rover getting after it. It doesn't matter what you're in. Get to the track, come drive, sign up. Doesn't matter. Like, if you got 4 wheels, shoot, maybe 3 wheels. I don't know. KTM, whatever, what are those called? Crossbows? Who knows? Get out here. You got wheels and a gas pedal, and ideally a brake pedal. Get out to the track, sign up, come out, come kick it with us. Another great point, you can just come hang with us all day. It's a moving car show. Get to see cars screaming around track, anything from, you know, a GR Corolla, a Honda N, whatever you could think of, it's out here. Maybe you might see an SS tomorrow. But, you know, I'm just excited to be here, grateful to be here. This is our happy place, man. Bring us out here. I don't even got to drive to be happy here. So excited to keep shooting. Y'all see what we got in store. So until next time, which is probably, I don't know, in an hour. See y'all soon.
What's up, guys? It's Tommy from Start Racing, and I am the founder, CEO, also the not editing specialist, but yeah, I'm the founder and CEO of Start Racing.
All right. Tell us a little bit about what you do for work and to get out here racing.
So in order to afford to come out here and get on the racetrack and start racing, I work for a utility company, and I work on I do construction for the underground power lines in San Francisco and on the peninsula. So tough work, blue collar work, but
yeah, worth it.
Absolutely. It's been very gracious to me and has let me get out here and do what we do.
All right. Tell us a little bit about your car.
So behind me, we have a 2003 E46 M3. It started out as an OEM Plus, but I'm taking it towards a time trial build, and actually right now I would say it's in between a time trial and a OEM Plus build right now. It is fully gutted. We got bucket seats. Not fully gutted, I'm sorry. It's majority gutted, bucket seats, seat harness. I bought the wrong roll cage to install it right now, so I had to make a pivot to the seat harness, but made it happen.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut to some sweet B-roll footage I took earlier of it.
Perfect.
And then tell us a little bit about your experience with NASA and where you hope to go with that.
So my experience with NASA. So I came up through the ranks with NASA. I actually moved from Group 1 all the way up to Group 4, which is where I am now. And I will be moving out of that here shortly into time trials and also instructing with them via my mentor, T-Mark. We got some stuff coming up later this year, so stay tuned for that.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the day, and can't wait to see you back out there.
Right on, Dale.
Yes, sir. All right, got another Star Racing team member here. Tell me what's your name and what do you do for Star Racing?
What's happening, guys? It's Paxton at my window's down. At
I was about to zoom in on it.
At PAXT_EN on Instagram. I am Start Racing's creative director, so that kind of means I'm in charge of really all of the content that you guys see, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, or whatever. For the first 2 years, that was solely me. Now we've got a dedicated team, and so I'm kind of in charge of that team.
Sweet. Want to tell us a little bit about what you do for work that helps you get out here and race?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it necessarily helps me get out here racing. I don't make that much money, but I do media as my day job now. So I used to work in sales, and actually by building up the Start Racing Instagram page, I was able to put together a resume so that I can do social media, and marketing as my day job now. It's nothing glamorous. I do it for a fenestration company, which I won't explain. You can look that up if you want to, but it's not glamorous, but it pays the bills, and yeah.
All right. You want to tell us a little bit about your car and what you've done to it?
Absolutely. This is my 2025 Elantra N. Absolutely love it. I really have done very, very little to it. So it's on Swift lowering springs. I've got some camber bolts on there just to get a little bit of extra angle. And I have it on some Bridgestone RE71 RSs going around my super speed wheels. Nice lightweight wheel. But other than that, it's completely stock. And I also have some high performance brake fluid in there. I think I run Castrol SRF. But yeah, it's I would say 90% stock as it is.
Sweet. You want to tell us your experience with NASA and maybe what your future track plans are?
Yeah, so experience today. Today's my first day driving with NASA. I've been to many of their events before, so I'm familiar with the format, but first day driving. And it's been fantastic. I love the emphasis on coaching and safety. Also, this feels very much more like they're trying to get you towards racing eventually. Something interesting about NASA is they don't require point buys. They recommend them, as everyone does, but this is the only organization I've run with where you can pass someone even if they're not pointing you by, which I mean, can be good, can be bad. I think in the long term it's good, and everyone's playing by the rules today, so it's not an issue. You may have seen in a previous video I said we're on the road to time trials, and that's really what this is. So really cool thing about NASA is they have something called a ladder of speed, which is a natural progression. Basically, every HPDE you can test to promote to the next one, all the way up to advanced, which is HPDE 4. Once you're in HPDE 4, you can take another test to get your racing or competition license, which would let me into time trials. So the goal right now, today actually we promoted from 2 to 3, heyo. And eventually we'll want to promote into advance, and from there we'll see what this car can do in time trials. don't have any major expectations for it. Not planning on adding a bunch of power. Just want to keep it reliable for all the Hyundai haters out there. Make sure it doesn't blow up. And yeah, so long-term time trials today, staying safe, getting a little quicker, second by second.
That's a great point. You know, long-term goals, but you got to focus on today and driving today, staying within your means and inch by inch, second by second, and you know, just getting after it.
Exactly. Have to survive to time trials, basically. And the car does too, because if this car goes, I'm done.
Give me the new name of the series.
Drive to Survive is what it is.
Exactly.
We're back. Netflix, holla at me.
Well, congrats for moving up from HPDE 2 to 3 today. You'll be in 4 in no time, and after 4 is time trials, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So getting right into that. So look forward to following your series to time trials, and we'll keep watching.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you're following us at Official Start Racing. If you want to follow this build and my story in general, at PAXT_EN. And yeah, other than that, we're just going to keep it pushing.
All right. Thanks for your time, brother, and looking forward to the next sessions.
Absolutely. You guys have a good one.
All right, we're here with another Start Racing team member.
All right.
Tell us your name and what you do for Start Racing.
What's up, peeps? My name's Marcos. I do a little bit of everything. I'm an engineer, technical advisor. I film, edit. We do it all.
Yeah, we need that technical advisory, bro. That's
hey, man,
valuable.
let me know. Yeah,
I
yeah.
need it.
Yeah, and with anything like having to do with the suspension or setup on the car, I've been dealing with cars for a long time. So, I mean, I either know or know where to look or know where to send people. So I do a little bit of everything.
Awesome. Yeah, that's valuable knowledge, man.
100%.
You want to tell us a little bit about what you do for work to let you get out here and race?
Yeah. So I'm a mechanical engineer.
Right.
So my wrenching background goes back to like when I was 12. I started building mini bikes. Thought that's what I want to do. I was a mechanic at Ford when I graduated high school. Did that for a little bit and realized it wasn't for me. Went to school and got my engineering degree.
Awesome. So you've always been an engineer, but now you got the paper to prove it.
100%. Yep. Always been bolting and unbolting stuff and figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, tell us a little bit about your car and what you've done to it.
Yeah, of course. It's 11th gen Civic Si, so it's a 22. I have up to today, I was running it pretty much stock for a couple of reasons. I just want to display, first, you really don't need much to track your car, right? Secondly, to show what mods slowly, incrementally will do to your car as you get more serious and want to get faster, right? So my first track day was last year. I did, the car was bump stock on like 560 treadwear tires. Then I upgraded to some Michelin PS4Ss, which are 300 treadwear, so the car did a lot better. I PB'd like 208, was that last month? This iteration, I did wheels, tires, pads, and fluid, right? We keep advocating about those basic mods. Pads, fluid, wheels, and tires. It'll take you so far, and I think it's a good foundation to really know if, like, do you want to get more serious?
Sure. Then
you can start looking into more bits, because at that point you'll have developed the driver mod, right? Yeah, like I said, wheels and tires. I have a Koenig Ultra Grands, 18 by 8.5 square, just so to make it easier for rotation and all that. I don't have to worry about staggered setups. On the tires, I spent some money, so tires are everything, if you didn't know. These are RE71 RSs, Bridgestone. I know there's an RZ compound that just came out. These were like a couple $100 cheaper.
Yeah.
They'll be fine for the time being, right?
Of course.
I'm like, oh, that's 7/10 faster. I'm like, it's not that serious yet, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It will be.
Eventually, we'll try to get that pole position.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, yeah, Koenig and Bridgestone. I did some Hawk pads, the HPS 5.0s. I got them from Tire Rack.
Nice.
Hey, plug them. You know, hey, Tire Rack, shout out.
Right.
We need a sponsor. HPS 5.0s front and rear. Factory rotors were in good shape, and I did some Motul RBF 600 brake fluid. Yeah.
It's from the ground up, man, that helps a lot. That's,
I mean,
the best place to start.
Tires are everything, and then from there, what I've noticed today is you just feel more confident as a driver. That's everything, right? You have to be comfortable, firstly, like your seat and all that. You don't want to be sliding all over the seat. And then once you have that confidence, then you can start going faster, exploring different things with your driving.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, lastly, what's your experience with NASA so far, and what do you plan on doing track-wise?
So this is my first NASA day in general. I think they're a great host. They're very heavy on the download sessions and really engraving like key points on what you should do as a driver to be faster, but ultimately to be safe, right? Because you got a bunch of people, like my last session, there's a lot of traffic.
Sure.
And there's the right ways and wrong ways to do things, or like giving point buys, not giving point buys. So I think it's been great. They're great hosts. And as of now, I'm just kind of doing it for leisure, filling it out.
Sure.
I might try to bump up to HPDE 3 next time. And who knows from there.
Sweet. Well, we look forward to see what you do on track, man, and
of course,
seeing more of the Civic and what you do with her.
Awesome.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right, what's up, everybody? It is Sunday, and you know, I'm just now getting to my Saturday outro. Checking back in with Mark here and his Civic Si with a bunch of new little track-focused bits. Can you tell us a bit about the results you saw? Sorry, the results you saw from yesterday, and
Yes,
maybe what you want to work on your next track day?
Yeah, 100%. So as Dale mentioned, it was a big change for me on this car, namely the wheels and tires. Went with some Koenig Ultragrams, 18 by 8.5 square, plus 35 offset. Wrapped in some Potenza, the stickiest RE71 RSs.
That's what I heard.
Did that, as well as some hog pads, HPS 5.0s on all four corners. And I also did some Motul RBF 600 brake fluid. Did all that. Literally Friday, I was washing my car like 8 p.m. You guys saw my story.
Yeah, you were making it happen.
Made it happen. Got it out here, and first session, immediately dropped 5 seconds off my previous PB.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
And similar, like driving, like you weren't like really looking for that time, but it was just there.
I mean, the car was allowing me to push harder because of all the additional grip, the braking, the confidence in the braking. My pedal wasn't sinking. I was getting some overheating the previous track day. Previously, I was just running on PS4S tires and completely factory fluid and brakes. And I was feeling it. I got a danger to manifold light.
Beep, 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 beep.
Shut up. And after that, like I said, immediately shaved 5 seconds off, came back, my download, I was just like, holy shit. I'm like, I'm not the fastest out here, but anybody who's PB'd and shaves off 5 seconds at any level, it's a massive
That's a huge
change.
jump. If you think about you passing the finish line right now,
yeah.
and then that's you now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, and I mean, it was the G-forces too as a driver. It felt a little more straining. Hitting the curves, all of it. It was just a lot to soak in at once. So yeah, the download meeting yesterday was interesting for personally, right? Not exactly necessarily with NASA, but just my own personal downloads that I have after. But yeah, after that, there's more traffic. I didn't get to go as fast, but I really focused on all my trail braking and turn-in points throughout the track. I think that was a really good opportunity. It doesn't matter if there's traffic or not.
It's good habits.
Yeah, exactly. There's room for improvement always. So in those types of session scenarios, you can really dial in those the trail braking points, turn-in points, things like that. Roll on, roll off, squeeze. No abrupt inputs. You want nice and smooth inputs overall. And yeah, that's just hopefully just plan on getting faster, man.
Yeah, that's
awesome. My
awesome.
goal is to sub to it. I want to sub to it.
I think you're almost there, bro. What was your fastest time yesterday, or fastest optimal?
I don't have the optimal. I don't have the fancy catalyst.
Me neither.
I did a 2:03.7.
So optimal, I would assume, is closer to a 2. So
yeah, I hope.
You know?
If I could do a 1:59.9, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Right?
sub 2 club, dude.
Yeah,
We'll get some stickers.
Yep, exactly.
Do you plan on tracking this at Thunder Hill with us next month, or with NASA?
Yeah, probably. I've never been to T Hill.
Me neither.
Yeah,
It's gonna be interesting because we've all been driving our home track here.
Yeah.
But as soon as we get on to new tracks, it's a whole different world.
And that's a higher speed track, which this does not do well. Right? And like yesterday, it's funny they were talking earlier. It's like, you know, you get the point by another car, or somebody doesn't give you the point by, right? It's like you're on their bumper, like through the S's.
It's tough.
And then on the straightaways, they get away, and then you catch back up to them.
I mean, that's something I'm conscious of because I hear a lot of Corvette owners get made fun of because they hold up traffic and then disappear in the straight. And then next thing you know, you're holding them up again. And since my car is like a 4-door Corvette with a couple extra pounds, that's how I feel. So I'm extra conscious of, like, if someone's on my bumper, even if I can get away from them in the straight, I try to get out the way, you know, like let them by so I can still have fun too. I don't got to worry about someone on my bumper and they can get by me. So
100%. Yeah,
sweet.
But as far as goals, I think that's my main goal right now, and just get that seat time.
Awesome.
Get better and better.
Thanks for giving us the wrap up, Mark, and look forward to seeing more of the Civic.
Thanks, brother.
All right.
Appreciate it.
You want to do that on the right-hand side of the track because the safety vehicles enter the track from the left side of the track. What we want to do is give them enough room.